Well, good afternoon, everyone. I've just been watching the US presidential debate there. It certainly was a case of it generally couldn't get any dumber, but at the same time, it will. Well, look, I'm just going to do a quick commentary. Caleb Maupin will be going live very shortly, so I'll head over to his YouTube page. Obviously, he'll be giving much more commentary on that, and obviously, I'll be doing a couple more live chats. And this Sunday, I will be doing an hour-long or so live chat around about 10 o'clock from here, where I'm speaking right now at Bendigo Trades Hall. This is the room here I'm speaking from. I think it's a great venue. We're speaking in the actual council room as well. So certainly there was a lot talked about during the presidential debate, and obviously what you're seeing here, everything panning out is the struggle between the factions of the ruling class, between the super rich and the rich, who's going to be pushing out one or the other. Certainly both Trump and Biden do not represent working class people, and although they'll be fighting for working class interests, I think we've got to be realistic about that. Obviously, when it came down to the questions of raising the minimum wage, there's a lot of toing and fro from there. But let's face it, will they generally do that? Will they generally put into a universal health scheme? Will they do everything else that will obviously advance working class interests? And the big answer is no. I think what's really worrying, though, what you're seeing is stupid evil and also very slick evil there, their threats to the world. If you could just see all those subtle replies, what they're describing the leaders of Russia, China, North Korea, Democratic People's Republic, Korea, and anyone else as thugs, making them to comply with the US interests. That's obviously. This is where we're seeing panning out as well. Once again, Caleb Maupin will obviously go into a lot more lengthy detail. For this week, though, what's been very interesting, and I will have to step over here for a minute. We've got our own problems here in Australia as well. They've not these US presidential elections. Sure, though, there's going to be some sort of effect there because obviously Australia is part of US foreign policy. We're dictated to what we can and can't do either. But I just want to make a comment about that. I just looking at today's Age, and in the paper, I kid you not, and I'll hold it up if you can see it, is Sportsbet putting bets on the Trump debate or the presidential debate. And obviously I made a little comment on Facebook and Twitter, and obviously obviously what you're seeing here is capitalism commodifying everything, even debates. Yes, you too can make a debate on it. A bet on a public debate like that. But everything is commodified under capitalism, and yes, even a show like that was put on. It might have been highly entertaining with the insults and that, but deep down, capitalism always try and make a profit somewhere, and that's just one scheme. So nothing surprises us whatsoever. Obviously, too, we've just to get you a bit of an update here. We've big problems with Australia Post. Obviously, one of the directors there giving a few of the other senior people $3,000 watches. It certainly has caused a very big political storm there for the Morrison government. A lot more to be said in ECI, and obviously the independent Commission Against Corruption in New South Wales. I think the New South Wales government will be brought down with all the various dodgy land deals and various other forms of corruption, which is not surprising here in Australia, and especially for the state of New South Wales, which is the home of corruption for Australia. And I will not get onto that in a moment. The other bit as well, I think we've got to keep an eye on is also too, there's still little outbreaks of COVID-19. There was just one this week. There's hundreds of cases. Hundreds in isolation as outbreak risk grows. Obviously, this virus hasn't gone yet, but look, by Sunday we'll certainly know what restrictions have been lifted, etc. So, look, that's just a little bit of commentary I've got at the moment. Moving forward, I think whether the struggle is going to intensify, regardless who's going to win the US elections, be it Biden or Trump, it will intensify nevertheless. But on an upside of thing, I also congratulate I believe it was the Ecuadorian people, no, the Bolivian people, voting in a socialist government, the MAS, the Movement for Socialism. I believe Evo Morales is heading way back there. So that was something that made my day during the week when I heard that news. Good news. There's always something good news around the world as well. So, look, struggle comes in ebbs and flows. We're going to see it intensify as well, regardless of who wins government. And I think for us in Australia, it certainly is going to intensify as the economic conditions worsen. Well, I'm just going to leave it up that for now. I'm going to leave the links to Caleb Maupin's page and Caleb Maupin's YouTube channel in the commentary. Yes, so please feel to share this live far and wide. I'll be doing hopefully a couple more lives, and also I'll do my main live on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. So dare to struggle, dare to win. If you don't fight, you lose.